welcome to the No Drinks in the Booth podcast, back with another classic episode. Made it all the way to episode 33. In the booth with me, myself, Wade Kadir, and Chris Watson. Chris?
What's good? Are we ready? Are we ready again for episode 33? Sorry, you literally just said it, but I just forgot it. Episode 33, yeah? Is that two
episode
threes?
33, yeah.
2 threes. Oh, the hype's real. The hype is real. Listen, when we get
those threes, double threes.
When we get to the 100th episode, we're getting drunk on the podcast, are we? Are we getting drunk on the podcast? We're gonna have to celebrate with something like champagne, maybe.
Drink on the podcast.
Yeah, we could do.
Get some chicken wings.
Oh, actually, I'd rather have chicken wings than drink. To be honest, I don't even care about drinking. I'd rather have chicken wings.
Hopefully, when we do like the 100th episode, we can actually be in a room together.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was actually the original plan, wasn't it?
Or 50 episodes or something, and we can like eat live on the podcast. We can stream it and everything. Like we do everything, like we will stream it for our YouTube crew.
Yeah.
We will obviously record it.
Yeah.
But for everyone that listens on the streaming services, and we're like most probably have like a feast, like wings, maybe a few beers, the lot.
It's going to be insane.
Yeah.
And we're going to have it in our film studio. This is obviously after Nike sponsor. You know, unfortunately, we had to put Adidas to the side. Obviously, we've got a couple VPNs on side.
Manscaped,
of course. Would we be a podcast without being sponsored by Manscaped? Probably not. Then we can be sponsored by maybe like a soft drink, maybe like Fanta would be cool or something like that. I don't know, like Coke maybe. Whatever. I'm not fussy. Whatever. Obviously they have to bid for the spot. They're gonna have to bid, but whatever.
JD Sports sponsor podcasts. They'd be good to sponsor us. So if you're listening, I'm trying to think. There's loads of sponsors we can get. They just need to approach us. No drinks in the booth at Gmail.
Yeah, and listen, we're on the 33rd episode, so you've got from now until our 100th episode to do that. Because
or 50th would be great.
Or 34th, to be honest. I mean, any of them. But all I'm saying is that when it gets to the 100th episode, listeners, let this be known: we're gonna have a sponsor, if not 2, if not 3. I'm just
and we need the money, so please sponsor us.
Yes, we do it for the people, but we also would like some money for this.
We do it for the people, but we really need the money.
Yeah, money's also great. Money helps things work. So like life and stuff. So
it does.
I guess money's good.
But this podcast is pretty stacked anyway. We've got Grammy talk later.
Oh, Grammy talk,
which is good because the Grammys went out on Sunday. Loads of Grammy talk, and the Grammys are huge on this podcast with us at least. We've got a stacked review section, as always. No news. Nothing's really. Stuff has happened, but we're mostly not qualified to talk about a lot of it. We look for like the lighter side of the news, and trust me, there ain't much lighter.
It's not.
Not much lighter stuff happening.
No.
There's not much to put in really, and the Grammys is the biggest thing. So I thought we'd scrap the news this week. Pretty packed podcast. No Pav again this week. In case the listeners are thinking, like, oh, where's the other person?
Yeah, because I think it says in the description 3 highly opinionated DJs talk about music and other popular culture things, and obviously there's only 2 of us. So, Pav, we're waiting. What's good? Where are you? Let's go.
Yeah, Pav's working, so Life happens. What have you been up to, Chris? Actually, ask me what I've been up to first, because you've had stuff happen that I want to touch on.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wait, what's good? What's going on with your life? Tell us.
I've been busy. You will know I've been busy, and people that know me will know I've been busy doing stuff away from the podcast and that. And away from DJing, and it's exciting for me. It's exciting. It's stuff that I'm actually really happy with. I'm really proud of, and no one will ever know what it is. So, sorry, listeners. But it's good stuff. It's really positive.
Just know that Wade is active outside of the. There's been a lull in DJing, which obviously we are professional DJs by trade, so there's been a lull in that, and you know what, we always make the best out of every situation, and we make things happen, and that's what Wade's been doing off the podcast. So yeah.
And Joe, what I'm proud of what I've done off the podcast purely because it helps people.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
always the vibe.
To me is a really good thing at the moment.
Yeah.
I've done that. I've got a load of DJ stuff that I need to do, but I've not actually had a chance to do it. So I've actually got stuff to do. I've been pretty busy. No PlayStation, no Switch. Like NBA, I've got to talk NBA. Pav's not here to talk it with me, so you've got to have to just pretend.
Yes, basketball.
Yes, Space Jam. So last night, it wouldn't be last night for anyone listening, but on Sunday, my Warriors played the Utah Jazz. Pardon. And it was Stephen Curry's 33rd birthday. How ironic, because we're recording our 33rd episode.
Everything's linked.
Everything is linked, and we won.
Boom.
And that is what I need to say.
Boom.
We won on Steph Curry's 33rd birthday. It's our 33rd podcast. Can someone please send me some Warriors gear?
There we go. Someone please sort that. Sponsors, and also send Warriors gear to the host with the most, Wade.
Yeah,
please send.
Because like anyone that knows me knows like I'm a huge Golden State Warriors fan. And I really want their Oakland jersey.
This is where Wade starts to hate me, but obviously my basketball knowledge is so limited. Obviously Chicago Bulls, I know that team for obvious reasons. Michael Jordan,
the GOAT.
And other than that, I mean, it's kind of Toronto Raptors basketball team.
Yeah. They were the champions. Not last season, the season before.
Yeah, and there's also Oakland Raiders.
The Lakers. Oakland Raiders are an NFL team. They're no longer in Oakland.
Oh, right. Okay, so missed them up there.
They're the Las Vegas Raiders.
Right. Have they actually changed their name to Las Vegas Raiders? Or are they just training?
They moved to Las Vegas.
Oh, right. But they're still called the Oakland Raiders.
No, they're called the Las Vegas Raiders now.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because they're in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. That's crazy. Wow. I mean...
They relocated the team.
To be fair, if someone's like, oh, do you want to relocate the No Drinks in the Booth podcast to Las Vegas? I'll probably say, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, let's be honest.
I don't think we really have to, 1, do a vote, or 2, consider it. We just say yes.
Yes, it's just a straight yes.
Yeah.
If either of us get that email, yes. just yes. We'll sort out the contracts later. We're there.
Yeah. We're there. No Drinks in the Booth at Gmail.
Yeah.
But away from me and basketball and stuff like that, because that's just, no one cares. You've been busy. You had loads of stuff happen, and we spoke about some of it on the podcast because you was plugging your single.
Yes, and if it's cool with you, Wayne, I'm going to drop it in at the end. Like, you know, we're adding music now to the podcast.
Well, I was going to speak about that a bit after, but
yeah,
it is 100% fine with me. Pav, what do you think? Pav's fine with it.
Yeah, Pav, thanks, mate. Yeah, new single out last Friday, Over You, featuring Jamie Diraz from New York. Go and listen. I mean, I was about to say go and grab that, and I realised that was like the most 2000s thing. I mean, who actually grabs music? Just listen.
Like, stream the shit out of it.
Yeah, that would be good if you could stream it. You know, it's got it's mellow, it's summer vibes, it's got a catchy hook, it's got a great feeling behind the record.
It's really good,
and I hope you like it.
Was it nominated for a Grammy? Who knows?
Maybe next year. Who knows?
Maybe next year.
Who knows?
I said this to Chris off the podcast because we were speaking the other day, and I said I 100% think this song will get signed. And I've not.
Wait, I appreciate that, mate. But I appreciate that.
No, listen,
fingers crossed. But you're saying that because you're my friend, which I appreciate.
I'm not.
And I do appreciate it. But
I'm not saying it because you're a friend. Do we like each other that much? Who knows?
Not really. But we're forced to do this podcast together, so we have to put up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look, I said to you the other day, I think it gets signed. Every prediction I've made on this podcast has been right.
Do you know what? I actually can't. Every prediction you've made on this podcast has been right, to be fair. That's actually facts. Ash Nico, Ian Dior, there's others. I can't think of one that wasn't right.
I've listed. I'm putting these artists on to people. You know.
It's how you do. It's how you do, mate. It's how you do. So
it is.
I appreciate that, mate. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, shall we literally, just before the reviews, I just need to do a quick little plug for ourselves, but to give the listeners and people on YouTube a bit of an update of what's going on. That's all right with you.
Oh, go for it, mate. You're the host for the most.
Okay. We're going to put Chris's new single, Overview, featuring Jamie. Say her last name for me again.
Duraz.
Jamie Duraz, Overview. We'll put that at the end of the podcast so you can all listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to add it to the No Drinks in the Booth playlist on Spotify and the YouTube playlist as well.
Boom.
So you can all check it out. I suggest you stream it as much as possible. It's a great track. And I'm not just saying that because I helped with it. It's just a great track.
Boom.
Yeah. If I had no involvement whatsoever and I didn't like you, I'd still say it was a great track.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Okay.
Right.
Before we get into reviews, if you are listening to us on Spotify, all the tracks we talk about aren't just on the playlist anymore on YouTube and Spotify. You can actually listen to each track we talk about in real time as we're talking about them on Spotify. Unfortunately, for our listeners on Apple and Google and our viewers on YouTube, it's not available. You can only listen to the podcast without the music. But we hope at some point that might change. But we're working within the system. We are really, ain't we?
Yeah, we are pretty much.
For any of our listeners that normally listen on Apple thinking, where the fuck was last week's podcast?
It exists. It's out. But only on YouTube and Spotify right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, we had a bit of a problem and they're trying to sort it up in like the podcast factory, but it only come out on Spotify and YouTube. So we really apologise. We're trying to work it out. We're trying to put out like the best product really with the songs in the review section so you can actually listen to them and then understand why we're saying what we're saying and why I think they're great, or Chris gives them a 3 out of 5 or stuff like that. So we apologise, but at the same time, we want the product to be amazing.
We do. And it's a big, I love it. I literally love now listening, and we actually have this music that we always talk about every week. We actually have it in there, and it's great. It feels like a radio show almost, like it's quality.
And just in case you're thinking, well, I don't want to listen to the song, or I don't like that artist, I don't want to listen to 3 minutes of Drake, I'm not a Drake fan, that's fine. Because when you're on Spotify, you just click the No Drinks in the Booth bit after the Drake song, takes you back to after the Drake song.
Clap for Spotify, modern technology.
So shout out to Spotify for everything they're doing with that. We will be back on Apple and Google, and obviously we're always on YouTube, but the music in the podcast is only available on Spotify at the moment. And it will be for a little while until the service changes, but we're trying our best. Yeah.
Pending.
We are really trying.
It will be sorted within a week. In terms of it'll be on other platforms, hopefully.
And the guys that work at the podcast factory are really good. They get back to us. They're very great. So we want to shout at them. But yeah, should we get into reviews?
Let's go.
As always, you can listen to all the music we speak about on the podcast, on our Spotify playlist, No Drinks in the Booth. Watch the videos on our YouTube playlist, No Drinks in the Booth. I suggest you do both. And now for our Spotify listeners, you can actually listen to the music in the podcast as we're talking about it.
Love it.
So, what's going on in the world of music? As always, I pick 10, 15, however many songs I really want there that I think are hot. And I get Chris and Pav to review them, give them a rating out of 5, and then we do track of the week at the end of it. Pav's not here, so it's just Chris reviewing it, but obviously I can't review them because it's not really fair, because I think they're all banging. And this week we've got 10 songs, in case anyone's wondering or keeping count. Okay, first track is by KSI. It features Youngblood and Polo G, and it's called Patience.
The thing is, I'm sure you said, and I'm not calling you out here, Wade, I'm just opening the doors of debate.
I wouldn't bother calling me out.
Oh, okay, look, I don't want to fight. I just want to talk about Patience, KSI featuring Youngblood and Polo G. Because you weren't a fan of KSI's music originally, but as you just said...
Still not.
But I thought that was the criteria. This song has to be banging because it's in the reviews.
They have to be hot, yeah.
So are you a fan of this one? Do you like it? I think this is... Go.
I prefer this to all the others.
Yeah. I think this is fire.
I don't have to like the songs for them to be hot. They can be hot without me liking them.
Okay. Because it's almost like a DJ Khaled type move, like putting Young Blood and Polo G in a song together. Like, I don't see how that collaboration could happen if KSI wasn't the middleman, you know? Like,
I'll be honest with you. Do you want to know like a little fact, little secret?
Go on.
I'm not a big fan of KSI's music, but I actually like KSI on YouTube. I never used to watch KSI on YouTube. I still don't really. I watch more of his reaction videos, but I actually like KSI.
He's funny. He's a funny guy.
I'm not the biggest fan of his music, but I respect his music.
Like, I respect this song highly because of the collaboration he's made happen.
Oh,
and
100%.
the song is good. And as well as a really weird collaboration in a good way, but also the song is actually also a risk. Like, he's pushing boundaries because it's, you know, listen to it, you know, or you've just heard it if you're listening on Spotify. Boom. Yeah, and he's obviously trying out all kinds of genres. He's not just trying to do like, because a lot of YouTubers like Jake Paul and stuff, like they do just
fighting boxing matches,
but no, but like music, they just do like hip hop, don't they, or like rap. But KSI's like, nah, I'm doing house, I'm doing garage, I'm doing, well, this is like 80s almost, like, and it's really well done. So 4 or 5 drinks, fire,
solid. Okay, let's keep going. Elenium featuring Ian Dior. The track is called First Time.
So Ian Dior is out here channeling Blink 182. Am I the only one that's hearing that? Are you hearing that on this song?
I love Blink 182. So.
Yeah. But do you know what I mean? Like, it sounds almost like Blink 182-esque, this song, right?
Don't put words in my mouth, but
do you agree? Mate, do you agree?
Do I agree?
Yeah.
I do agree, yeah.
And Elenium is a fantastic producer. He did like a recent video on his Twitter where he walked around his new studio that he just literally moved into. And I am super jealous. As a producer, I'm like, yeah, wait, I'll send it to you because it's just mental.
No, I've not seen it yet.
Oh, no. But it's crazy, this setup he's got. I think it's in his house and it's like, wow, actual goals. But yeah, this song's great. And he's a great artist and producer. 4 out of 5 drinks. Strong
from Elenium and Ian Dior. Okay. DJ Zinc, track's called Follow Me.
It sounds cool. It's got an old school feel to it. The old M1 organ bass. This is a nice track. It's just the UK sort of club bop. So good song. 3 out of 5 drinks.
Okay, Got Summer up next. They feature Alex Mills on vocals, and the track is called Shout It Back. This is probably,
you know, in like say there's like a UK house music workout playlist. Obviously, the first track that comes up is obviously Pump It Up, Endor, right?
Yeah.
This is the next one. This must be. This is good.
This track could be on Anytime Fitness.
Yeah.
Any better gym. Any David Lloyd. Any Nuffield Health.
Yep. Facts. This is like it actually went on my gym playlist. My gym playlist is literally a combination of like.
Sorry, did you say it went on your gym playlist? Yeah, the gyms are shut.
Yeah, but obviously I'm preparing. I still have a gym playlist from before.
Oh, mate, you barely
COVID.
go gym.
Mate, are you kidding me? I used to be an athlete, mate. You must be joking. Well,
Didn't we all?
Yeah, true. I mean, admittedly, my health has declined rapidly since March 2020. But before March 2020, listen, check my pictures. I was active in the gym, and unfortunately, it all just disappeared.
Now Chris drinks 2,000 calorie drinks like a Chocomel.
Yeah, literally. You can't see it if you're listening, but I've got 2 cans of Chocomel right here, which is just like literally. Well, it's just liquid chocolate in like a can that costs like 60p. I'm just drinking this, just, you know, wishing life would get better.
Guzzling that down.
I've already done one. I'm already off for the other. I wish I bought a third one now. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, this is one of my gym playlists. And my gym playlist is literally a mixture of the hardest grime and like Fredo drill, like Krypton Conan, old Krypton Conan, like just basically just angry stuff, and then also like Pump It Up, Endor, like this song, like high energy house, and yeah, this has gone straight on it. 3 out of 5 drinks. It's a good song.
Okay. Pop It, it's the name of the track, and it is by Clooney,
the king of naughty tech house. I think like when people say like, you know people that go like when the
raves in arches.
What?
People that go to raves that are in like train arches.
Oh yeah, Or in train arches, or
like abandoned warehouses,
or abandoned warehouses. Yeah, all this kind of stuff. Basically, the kind of people that like when the beat drops, they go way, 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 way. That's basically Clooney is literally the man. The guy,
the Pied Piper of them people.
He is the Pied Piper of those people. He is the Woi Oi crowd, like with Naughty Tech House.
The Woi Oi crowd.
The Woi Oi crowd. No, that's almost. I've coined that now. Copyright. Called the Woi Oi crowd. And the vocal in this is wicked. And this is one of those tracks where you listen to it and you like, and the beat drops and you're like, oh yeah, go on. So I actually gave it 5 out of 5 drinks because it just because you just can't dispute this track. It's just a naughty Woi Oi tech house sort of record. So yeah, fair one. 5 out of 5 drinks.
Wow. Okay, track is called Congo Rock. And it's by the legendary Diplo and Matt Joe.
You've already said it. Diplo, legend.
He didn't win a Grammy last night, though. No,
but that's tricky. The thing, I mean, Diplo, it's not like he hasn't achieved a lot, though. I mean, he's kind of like...
Oh, no. I love Diplo.
Yeah. I mean, he's not short of awards, records, streams, all the rest of it.
He's Diplo. That's good enough.
He's Diplo. I mean, seriously. I mean, one of the greats. And he's collaborating with really... on artists that he could easily be collaborating with just the biggest artists, but he's collaborating with arguably smaller artists than like, Ariana Grande. No, he collaborated with like Matt Joe, like super cool house music, and it's just really great records. And this actually is going to be added to my sets because it's a vibe. 5 out of 5 drinks for Congo Rock.
Oh, I'm just picking absolute classics.
Absolute classics, mate.
Absolute classics. The track is called Baby. It's by Sage the Gemini featuring Chris Brown.
So, 3 out of 5 drinks for this one. I thought it was a vibe. It's nice to see Sage the Gemini still... Because Sage the Gemini did Gas Pedal, right?
Gas Pedal and Red Nose is what people
Red Nose, yeah.
know him for, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's cool. It's great to see him still... producing records. 3 out of 5 drinks. It's cool.
Okay. Next track is by Friend Within. It is called Ghetto Rock and it's out on Tool Room.
Yeah, this song does exactly what it says on the tin in the sense that you see the title and it's Friend Within. It's going to be a house record. It's going to have those old school vocals. It sounds exactly how I thought it would sound. And it was a really good record. 3 out of 5 drinks.
Okay, we're getting through this quick.
We are getting...
Every time I put the paper down, I have to pick it back up. Okay, the track is called Ugly World. It's by Jesse James Solomon.
Yeah, this record is like... It's London in a sound. This is like London City in audio form. 3 out of 5 drinks. Great song. And really creative sort of... attitude as well to like the sound and the video as well. So 3 out of 5 drinks, good record.
Last track by Central C and it's called 646.
Yeah, Central C is in terms of like UK rap and stuff, like he's kind of going crazy
on a rampage.
Literally, he's going crazy right now. So yeah, this one is I mean these drill productions, like in terms of like just nerd out for a second on a production sort of angle. I mean the production on these drill beats are just crazy right at the minute, like so tight. 3 out of 5 drinks. It was really it was a gas record. It's hype. I like it.
That's it. That's all the reviews this week. Short and sweet. Only 10 this week.
Yeah, not slightly less than normal.
Yeah, it was. I didn't want to just add stuff for the sake of adding it. There was a few more I could have put in, but were they the hottest tracks? That was my sort of thing. And when I have to think twice, they don't go in.
Yeah, there you go. That's the secret.
And I had a slight issue with Spotify as well.
Yeah, like even though you've got like literally the latest iPhone, it like quit, didn't it, or something? Or like
me and Spotify were not friends last night.
No, that's weird.
As I was trying to do the playlist, it kept crashing every time I was trying to play a song, and then I thought, oh, okay, I'll try it. It might be my phone. I've got an iPhone 12, so like it's not like a iPhone 3 or nothing.
Yeah.
So then I tried it on my sister's phone, and the same thing happened.
Oh.
So I don't know if Spotify was having some issues just with some of the playlists. I don't know. I think they've sorted it out. I was listening to Spotify earlier and it's fine. So shout out to Spotify for resolving everything. Let's get into track of the week.
Oh yeah, track of the week.
We both pick a track, and because Pav's not here, we pick a joint track, which is pretty cool. I like doing that. That's fun,
yeah. Go on, mate. You go first because you normally go second with track of the week.
Quite easy for me. I went with Diplo and Matt Joe and the track Congo Rock.
Oh, well, I have to pick another one now.
I thought you'd go for Clooney. That's why.
Nah, that's a good contender. There's no rule. I'm gonna have to say it. I'm sorry. Congo Rock is also my track of the week because this is an actual song that I would actually play in like my sets and stuff as well. Like,
same.
So I'm gonna have to just shout out. Do you want
that to be our joint one then?
Should we just give it 3 out of 3? Let's have it. No, so I'm just sorry, listeners. Just bear with me. I'm just looking through the list now, looking at my ratings, weighing up the options because. What do you think of the Clooney track? Because
we have to do a joint one, and we've both agreed on Congo Rock by Diplo and Matt Joe, so that would make sense for it to be the joint one.
I think we should do an honourable mention. Like, so we can treat Pav's vote as like an honourable mention, and I think it should go to First Time, Millennium featuring Ian Dior, because that's just a great record. Do you not think? Like, that's just like a great song, right?
Yeah,
like you can't really fault it. It's because it's just a good song, good music, you know.
Yeah, it don't sit right with me because we've still only picked 2 tracks.
Oh shit!
Joe, what other track the other one I would have gone for, and you won't believe this, would have been KSI.
Yeah, you've changed. You've changed a lot.
No, because I like the collaboration. I was quite impressed by the collaboration.
Yeah. Okay then. So is that? I'd be happy. To be fair, to give Pav's track of the week to KSI. And he probably did it anyway himself. He was here.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so we picked Congo Rock, Diplo and Matt Joe. We also picked First Time by Millennium featuring Ian Dior. And last but not least, we picked KSI featuring Youngblood and Polo G with Patience.
There we go.
As always, you can find all of the tracks on our Spotify playlist, and you can watch videos to them on our YouTube playlist. And for our Spotify listeners, you can listen to the tracks while you're listening to the podcast. You can skip them, you can skip into them, you can listen to the whole thing. Completely up to you, all in real time. That is the news, because there wasn't any this week. That is the reviews, which were short and sweet and to the point. That's I can put the paper down there.
Boom. So, thanks for the reviews. We're going to have a discussion now, which
Grammy talk,
and I think it's going to be Grammy talk. And do you know
what? We're gonna end the podcast this week. We haven't got a washer order because Pav's missing, so we can't do it. But we have got Pav Ansaki's famous "The Shit I Hate," but me and Chris flip that and do it as Wade and Chris's "The Shit I Love."
Yeah,
because para positivity,
positive vibes.
So, positive vibes only. But before that, Grammy talk. Sorry, Chris.
Grammy talk. So I'm going to start this Grammy talk right off because this is actually a big moment for No Drinks in the Booth. We're a music podcast. Soon we're going to be the biggest music podcast in the world. It's only a matter of time. It's not if, it's when.
100%. So it's not if, it's when.
Every time the Grammys come round.
Every time.
It's going to be the main topic of discussion.
Topic.
I mean, this is already going to go in the podcast title.
Podcast title. We're like the Migos. I'm just going to do ad-libs to this.
Yeah.
God, if people just tune in on just that one bit, what the fuck has happened?
What the hell is this? Unfollow. So, the Grammys. I'm going to start off by saying that the fact that...
Facts.
The fact that the week...
I'm sorry, but it's actually so fun. It's really enjoyable doing it.
It is. Okay, I'm just going to keep talking. You can just do it. So the fact that the Weeknd has actually not been nominated.
No nomination.
Has actually not been nominated. No, where's the ad-lib?
No, I can't do it for everything.
The fact that the Weeknd hasn't been nominated for a Grammy is
Grammy.
is crazy. He's literally like the biggest. Stop, mate! You gotta stop now. You gotta stop. I can't take it.
I can't help it.
You can't take it.
It's addictive.
It's addictive.
I can understand why the Migos do it.
Imagine that. There's literally in the booth, just like someone says a word, and you're just like, yeah, burger. I love it. I love it. Man, I might quit house music and just do rap. I'm ready.
It's like 2 Chainz.
Yeah,
if you listen to any of his songs, you'll randomly hear true. Like, it just makes
just
random noises. I love it. I love it.
Oh, it's fantastic. Right. Tell me you agree with me about The Weeknd. What is going on with The Weeknd? Where's the Grammy at? How is this possible?
I swear to God, we did this on a podcast like a year ago.
We did this when the nominations came out, which were like 4 months ago or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
But I'm just
if you want to listen to that, yeah, you can.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Weeknd?
You look at all the winners, and what's going on?
Hey, look, Weeknd should have won most probably best single, best R&B. I don't know where it'd be under, but he should have been nominated for Blinding Lights easily.
Yeah,
like if there was one nomination, it should have just been that. Like
that's one of the biggest songs this. It's gonna be that's a hit. That is literally gonna be one of the hits of like the 2020s. It is. Like,
yeah. Well, should we go through who won?
Crazy. Yeah, do the highlights. Do the highlights. And
Should we do the highlights? Okay, so Billie Eilish.
Because we went through the list before we started, didn't we? And it's a long list of winners.
Yeah, but we've got time. If you've not watched the Grammys, you don't want to find out who won. Turn us off.
Yeah, skip. Well, no, skip forward. Well, actually, I don't know how long it's. I mean, yeah, whatever. Sorry, it's late. Continue, mate. Continue.
No, just turn us off and listen to a podcast previous.
Yeah.
There's
do that.
Loads of good stuff. Okay, so Record of the Year was won by Billie Eilish with Everything I Wanted. Would you say that's deserved? I actually would. So she was up against Beyonce with Black Parade, Black Puma's Colours, The Baby and Roddy Ricch, Rockstar, Doja Cat Say So, Dua Lipa Don't Start Now, Post Malone Circles, and Savage, Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce.
For me, the only other one that I think could have clinched it would be Circles.
Post Malone. I could see that. I think it was deserved, that one.
Yeah, deserved. That was deserved, 100%.
Okay. Album of the Year was won by Taylor Swift with Folklore.
Well,
she went up against Janae Aiko, Black Pumas, Coldplay, Jacob Collier, Haim, Dua Lipa, Post Malone.
I love Jacob Collier's album. Go and check that out if you've not heard it.
I really liked Haim's album. I can't argue at it, but okay. Song of the Year was I Can't Breathe, Ernst Emil 2, Her and Tiara Thompson. Her. Well deserved when you're looking through the song. I'm not going to read every nomination for every category, but Her won that one. Okay, Best New Artist was won by Megan Thee Stallion. She went up against Ingrid Andress, Phoebe Bridgers, Sheikah, Noah Cyrus, D Smoke, Doja Cat, K Tronada. Megan Thee Stallion won. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion is fire. Like, she's quality, so she deserves. Yeah, she deserves to win. Yeah,
because if we don't. The lovely thing about this is if we don't agree, we can say because we're never going to try and get a Grammy.
What? Speak for yourself, mate. Well, you must be joking. I'm ready for a Grammy at some point. Come on.
I mean collectively as a podcast. But technically, if you did win a Grammy, I'd be credited, so I'd actually win a Grammy.
Well, if for Overview. No, Future Records. Actually, Future Records, probably, in some way.
Yeah, because
you'll be sat at the table. You know, you're sat at the table with people that just sort of...
it's like everyone that was involved with the record gets a Grammy. I don't know if they get they technically win a Grammy. So yeah. I would because I can guarantee you'll ring me and ask me a question about something.
Yeah.
So then I'll be credited.
There you go.
Even if I don't do anything, you just credit me on them. Just so eventually, if you do win a Grammy, I can get one because like there's no bigger flex to all DJs that don't like me to be like, oh, I've won a Grammy. You haven't? Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. Best vocal pop album, Dua Lipa, Future Nostalgia. I agree with that. Best R&B performance, Beyonce with Black Parade. Oh, I get that. I get that. Best rap song, Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce with Savage.
I think that's a fair win, to be fair. Like, that song is
I don't know. It was up against Rockstar, Laugh Now, Cry Later, The Box, and The Bigger Picture. Honestly,
against The Box. I mean, The Box is huge. That's a huge record.
I think, and this is just me, I think Rockstar should have most probably got it, but I'm not mad. Best pop solo performance: Harry Styles with Watermelon Sugar. How do you feel about that? I feel fine with that.
Yeah, that's a great record.
I don't know. It's up against Dua Lipa, Don't Start Now. I could have seen that. Watermelon Sugar was massive though. Okay, best melodic rap performance was won by Anderson .Paak with Lockdown. And it went up against Rockstar, Laugh Now, Cry Later, The Box, and Highest in the Room.
I think the thing is, The Box by Roddy Ricch, surely that is literally the creme de la creme of like, I mean, The Box is like rap, but melodic. That's why that song kind of did so well, because it's like melodic, right? Am I making sense?
I agree. Look, I'm a fan. I like Anderson .Paak.
Anderson .Paak is quality, especially the new stuff with
Silk Sonic with Bruno
Mars. Yeah.
Best Latin Pop, Bad Bunny won that. I agree with that. Best Country Album, we don't have a fucking clue, but Miranda Lambert won it. It's good for her. Sorry, so I've got to go through. Best Country Duo / Group Performance, 10,000 Hours, Dan and Shay, and Justin Bieber. We agree with that because we've never heard of the rest of the songs.
Yeah, but listen, that song, I love that song. I'm not going to lie, that song is fantastic. 10,000 Hours. It's a great song to listen to. Yeah, great song.
Best Rap Album, Nas, King's Disease. Well deserved. I'll tell you why it's well deserved. 14-time nominee, first Grammy.
Wow. He's like the Leonardo DiCaprio of music. He deserves it. He deserves that. Big shout to Nas.
Literally. Best Rap Performance, Savage, Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce. See, I don't agree with this because it went up against Deep Reverence, Big Sean featuring Nipsey Hussle, Bop, The Baby, Jack Harlow was Poppin', Little Baby, The Bigger Picture, and Pop Smoke, Dior.
Ooh, that's a hefty list of songs right there. Hefty.
Yeah. I would have, honestly, most probably gone with Pop Smoke, Dior, or What's Poppin', Jack Harlow.
Did Pop Smoke win a Grammy at all?
No,
crazy. Whoa.
Okay, let's keep going. Best Pop Duo / Group Performance was won by Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande. They beat out J Balvin, Dua Lipa, Bad Bunny, and Tiny, Justin Bieber and Quavo, BTS, and Taylor Swift and Bon Iver. Well, I'm surprised BTS didn't win, you know.
Yeah. They
and it was for Dynamite as well, which was huge.
Yeah.
I love that song.
They're a powerhouse, BTS. Yeah. Crazy.
Dynamite is one of my favourite songs. I don't know why. Like,
very happy.
Yeah, really happy. Like, yeah. Best R&B album was won by John Legend. I agree with that.
Legend.
I love John Legend. Did you just call John Legend a legend?
John Legend is a legend.
Okay, it's really annoying because you're just agreeing with him. I'm hoping you're going to start like being like, no, I don't think they deserve this.
Well, I can't disagree because obviously I want the Grammys board to like me because obviously when my nomination comes up, I want to win.
So basically, you're selling your soul for a Grammy.
I've already given my soul to the music, so there you go.
Oh, okay. Best progressive R&B album was won by Thundercat with "It Is What It Is."
Okay,
yeah, I agree with that. Okay, best R&B song was by Her, Robert Galspin featuring Her. Better Than I Imagine. We don't really know these songs.
Quick word on electronic album of the year.
No, I'm not down to that yet.
Oh,
you'll get best contemporary Christian music album.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Was won by the same man that pissed on a Grammy, Kanye West. Jesus is King. Right, I'm telling you now. Yeah, him and Kim Kardashian are obviously divorced or whatever. These next albums are going to be absolute fucking fire.
Potentially. He's gonna channel it into music. No
potential. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to go off. Yeah,
it's going to be absolutely amazing. Well, he pissed on a Grammy and still won a Grammy.
That's levels. I mean, I don't know how you can't really do much more than that. Really, that's just crazy.
Let's hope you don't shit in one.
Yeah. Jesus.
Best song written for visual media, No Time to Die from No Time to Die.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish.
Great song. I actually can't wait for the film. That film, I'm ready. I think that's coming out later this year.
So it was written by Billie Eilish and her brother.
Yeah, they write all those songs.
No, I know, but what a way to win a Grammy when you're like the person that wrote it.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, for sure.
And your brother, like that's the thing. Yep. Sorry, don't mind me. It's a very long list, and some of these just definitely aren't related to us. Best global music album, Burna Boy, Twice Was Told.
Love Burna Boy.
We're agreeing with a lot of these because we actually do agree. Okay, best dance recording was won by K Trinada featuring Kale Uchis, and the track is called 10%.
Great
you
record.
Don't agree, do you agree with best?
So
dance
this is the best dance recording, not best dance album, isn't it?
Yeah.
What were the other dance recordings? Just have interest. I know one was Disclosure with.
Okay, so Diplo and Side Piece on My Mind.
And that could have been a winner. To be fair, I think that there must have been discussion between. Because that song was huge. My
High Disclosure featuring Amine. I don't know I called him Amine. Amine and Slow Tie. Also The Difference, Flume, and then JD with Both of Us. I'll be honest with you, that's a hard.
That's hard
category. I'm not mad at K Trinada. I love K Trinada. Well deserved. Okay, best dance / electronic album was K Trinada, Bubba.
Yeah,
It beat out Area, Kick One. Is that Kick One or Kick I? I can't see. Bauer, Planets Mad, Disclosure, Energy, and Madian, Good Faith.
It really well deserved K Trinada. Because I've been a long time Madian fan since I was literally like 12. So
Madian.
I've literally got a Madian vinyl above my head right now. Like okay, well, hi YouTube. Can you just see? Can you just prove?
Oh god, yeah, I forget we're on YouTube.
There you go. But I was hoping for Madian. Because I'm a fan of K Trinada and Madian. I literally said K Trinada was like and he is, I think, going to be one of the greatest producers from the last like 10 years. And I think, if I can be as so bold as to say this, Wade, I think I was met with some resistance from my fellow No Drinks in the Booth speakers. Was I not? Yeah, but here we go. You know, I think he could be. So, well deserved, well won. I think K Trinada is going to become a legend at some point if he continues on the trajectory he's on and as an artist. But I'm a bit of a Madian fanboy, so I was hoping for it. But hopefully next year, I'm sure there's another album to come from Madian, and I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Okay. Can I carry on?
Yes, Wade. Thank you.
Thanks. I can't actually see you because I've got the internet open over your face.
It's probably a good thing, mate.
Yeah, that's what it is. Best remix recording was won by Roses, the Immenbeck remix of the St. John track.
Absolute scenes. I can't believe this guy, from Kazakhstan, this little village somewhere, and now he's producing with the biggest artist, Grammy award winning. I just love it. It just shows you anything can happen. Keep putting that music out because things can suddenly go crazy for you.
Yeah. Chris, do me a favour, just talk.
Hello.
No. I'm just trying to check if there's any more because now it's going into like...
Oh, yeah, it's getting a bit niche.
So best arrangement instruments.
Oh, yeah, it gets really, really crazy. I remember this actually at my uni.
Done.
Oh, fantastic. I remember this actually at my uni. This was like in like first year of uni or whatever, and they were like a guest speaker, and this guy came in, and like none of us have ever heard of him before, and he was like, I've won a Grammy. And at that point, because I was literally just, didn't really understand the whole music business, I was just but a young lad. Okay, yeah. I was like, wow, but we haven't heard of you. Like, obviously we thought just, Beyonce wins, but like, obviously a bit harsh, but we were like, we thought only like Beyonce wins Grammys. And he was like, no, I got it for like, it was like arranging a country song or something, like, and it was, which is, we were like blown away.
Best instrumentation arrangement or something.
Yeah, something like that. The Grammys, the list goes deep. If you're a music fan, check it out because there's some really interesting categories.
No, it really does. I know people like just look at like best rap album and best like record and all that. But there is like the Grammys go deep, very, very deep.
They go
So
deep.
do you agree with the Grammy winners then?
I do.
I've literally read out all the ones that are relevant to us, really.
And do you know what? I think, you know, I actually genuinely do. And I'm glad I do, because obviously the Grammys is one of the most prestigious awards you can get. The only one I have a question mark over is The Weeknd. Like, where was The Weeknd in any of the categories?
He's said he don't want any of his stuff put forward for Grammy nomination anymore.
Yeah. I can understand why.
Yeah, I can understand why. Thing that's getting me really with the Grammys is there's not like a best podcast.
Well, the problem is that if there was,
we'd win.
We'd obviously win every year, so they can't do that because it'll be unfair on the rest of the podcasting community.
We would 100% not win, but I'd be so happy to be nominated.
Oh, it'd be crazy. It'd
be like Joe Rogan, like no dunks, like 30 to 30, then no drinks in the booth. There's just me, you, and Pev like sat there like, oh my god, Rich Grammys.
Oh my god, what's going on?
Chris just keeps going, that's Diplo.
That's Diplo. Oh my god, it's Diplo. Oh my god, Diplo. Do you reckon he's seen me?
Yeah. We'd have lost Pav if he smashed at a free bar.
But yeah, Pav will be like in a ditch somewhere at this point. He won't be there to pick up the
in
award.
a ditch.
Yeah, he'll be out the back somewhere. He'll be lost. He'll be in like a strip club somewhere, just off his face. So yeah, I agree with the Grammys, and you know, really, I think other than The Weeknd, question mark, the rest of it, I agree fully. Amazing talent awarded. What do you think?
I agree with most of it. I don't agree with all of it.
Any you want to comment on?
I definitely agree Megan Thee Stallion deserved the Grammys, but I don't know, she went up against some people that I think could have beat her. That's and the best rap one, but not rap album, the best rap record one, with Anderson .Paak. I don't know, Lockdown should have won that, but I'm not mad that Lockdown won it. I'm not mad. The problem is when you look at all the contenders, they're all equally as strong as each other. So whoever wins, you go, but blah 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 could have won.
Yeah, that's saying some of those lists you read out. I was like, they're all super high quality. Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, I'm not mad at that. Really happy that Billie Eilish won 2 Grammys. I think that's well deserved.
Yeah, for sure.
Dua Lipa, Harry's, there was loads. Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande. Some of these people must just collect them, like throw them in the back. Like, oh, another Grammy.
Well, Beyonce, 28.
Most decorated female Grammy winner.
Yeah.
And I think most decorated solo act. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know.
Beyonce must be possibly one of the best female acts of all time, surely.
Yeah, and if you ever like slag her off, the Beehive literally will come and kill you.
Yeah, that's a. We talk about BTS fan base, but you should check out Beyonce's fan base. Jesus, they will string you up, like they will destroy you. Basically,
dedicated. Luckily, we're fans of Beyonce, so it's fun. Shout out Beehive.
Yeah, Savage was a vibe, like that. Beyonce, absolute vibe. Like, and yeah, obviously Beyonce's older stuff. 7-Eleven, still actually one of my all-time favorite records. I can't even lie.
And she's got her Ivy Park collaboration now with Adidas and stuff like that. Beyonce's still influencing the culture.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, for sure. Oh, and that album she did for, was it The Lion King? Yeah. It was like her and then a few other stuff. There was some stuff on Burna on there, which I absolutely loved. And yeah, that was a fire album. I loved that. And you should definitely watch the film because that's very good. That was the Lion King film where like, it was The Lion King animated. But
it was live action. They obviously weren't real lions, but it was like CGI'd. Yeah. Very good. I watched it. Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, Beyonce.
Yeah, for sure. Was Donald Glover in the film?
Yeah, he played Simba.
Oh, boom. I'm going to check this film out for sure.
Yeah, it's available on Disney Plus, streaming now.
Pow.
If Disney Plus want to give me a year's free subscription, I definitely wouldn't mind either.
Oh yeah, I would love a bit of that.
No, I love Disney Plus. Yeah, I love Disney Plus. Shout out Disney. Look, we've got through the Grammys. There's not really. I thought we'd disagree on a lot more than what there was.
No, I think we
not disagree, but maybe disagree with the Grammys. But I'll tell you what, they were all right. Besides the weekend, where the fuck was he?
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not sure what I'd be so fascinated to hear what the discussions were around that decision. That's crazy.
He wins Kids' Choice Awards, but he can't win a Grammy.
Even though all his songs are about like drugs and stuff,
cocaine and alcohol.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, Blinding Lights is about like drink driving.
Yeah, it's just, and he wins like Kids' Choice Awards. I know this sounds like a super weird story, but unfortunately, you have to hear the story now. But I was literally, I was on like a bike ride, like
Coach was.
Here you go. Wade's going to take the piss here, but here we go. So I was on like a bike ride, and we went past
Do you wear lycra?
No, and that's what I don't do. I was actually wearing like just Vans. Like I was just yeah. I don't dress like a cyclist at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it'd be hilarious if you did.
No. I mean, how skinny I am, mate. I'll look like awful. It look weird.
You look like a zip. Yeah, sideways.
Like a zip. I look like an actual giraffe. But we biked past this house, and I heard like karaoke like blaring out. And it was literally like these kids that were like 4 or 5 years old. They had like some party going on or something. And they were all singing Blinding Lights. And I remember just like saying to my mate, oh, did you know that this song's about like just drink driving? I just think it's jokes. I just love it when like people don't really understand what songs are about, and they just, it's so weird.
You thought it's funny that these innocent poor children were blasting and singing at the top of their lungs.
Well,
Blinding Lights.
They didn't
talking about drink driving.
No, I mean that's obviously not okay. But they didn't know what was going on, so they don't actually knew. I think if they were like celebrating drink driving, it might be a different story. But obviously that's not happening. But I just find it amusing that these like, little kids and stuff like sing these songs and stuff, and they literally they're so dark, like the themes that these songs are about, and they still just sing them. It's quite funny. But there you go. Just a little observation from me.
I agree.
Is it time to do our section?
I was about to say that, but I wasn't sure if you was going to say something else.
I was waiting for the host with the most to do the link.
Nah, I thought you was literally about to say something, because I thought, I'll let him say this, and then I'll do my link.
No.
But these links are just natural. I just do them.
Boom.
Okay, so normally we do Pav's The Shit I Hate. But Pav goes off on a tangent for a minute or so, talking about something he really, really dislikes, and me and Chris just hope it doesn't
get us into a lawsuit.
Yeah, pretty much. But Pav is not here, so when Pav is not here, me and Chris flip Pav's Our Shit I Hate into Wade and Chris's The Shit I Love. Hashtag the power of positivity.
That's the vibe.
And we both talk about something that we really love. Can be anything from as small as a coffee to as big as Disney World. Anything.
Yes. I think I'm going to start it off by saying that I love right now ice cold coffee themed canned drinks of no specific brand. I'm just merely pointing out, so I'm just going to hold, this is not actually got coffee in it, but I'm just going to give a quick shout out to Chocomel.
So hang on, quick caveat to this. Chris before the podcast went, sorry, I just need to run and grab a drink I bought from the shop. It's like a mocha coffee thing. It's really cheap. It's obviously loaded with caffeine. I can't wait to bounce off the walls. And he came back and went, actually, there's no coffee in it. It's just a Chocomel. And I was like,
I just grabbed it. I've actually not had Chocomel before. It's the first time. And oh, it's fantastic. It's like just beautiful. Just so chocolatey. Liquid chocolate. Yeah. I was hoping for a bit of mocha, like a mocha's kind of vibe, so I have a little bit of a caffeine kick as well. But I love those ones. These ones, I think I can't remember the name from now, but there's lots of different kinds of the iced coffee, iced mocha.
There's Jimmy's.
Yeah.
There's the cafe ones. There's Starbucks, Costa. There's loads.
Yeah. And they're just refreshing. I just love them. You just walk out, you're on a stroll, pick them up, refreshing drink. And I just want to give a shout out to those because it's the little things that matter, and they are fantastic. So that's what I love this week. There you go.
Is canned coffee drinks.
Canned cold coffee drinks.
Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to go with this week.
Go on.
and I've got proper into it, and you all know this because we spoke about it on the podcast and off of it. I'm gonna go shit I love this week is professional wrestling. WWE most probably.
Now,
WWF.
I'm just gonna have to say this right now. This is what I don't get. I don't fully understand wrestling yet, but I'm sure maybe this next segment will change my mind.
Are basically like, look, there's soap operas, and the way I look at wrestling is it is just a soap opera but with violence.
This is kind of not, I'd say, what I'd expect to hear in this section. Like it's quite it's quite a violent thing.
Oh, okay. Let me be more specific. I really like today's professional wrestling is okay. There's some really big stars who I like the New Day and Roman Reigns and Rey Mysterio's absolute legend, and Bray Wyatt and these people I'm listing that you don't know who they are. But to be specific, I'm talking about WWF during the 90s, early 2000s, WCW. That Attitude Era, the Monday Night Wars, Hulk Hogan, NWO, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Undertaker, Kane, Mankind, where it was just fucking berserk.
I do. From someone who literally knows nothing about wrestling, I do recognise some of those names. To be fair,
yeah, like you will know who Stone Cold Steve Austin is. Like,
yeah,
like,
or
I love
like
that.
Hulk Hogan and stuff. Like I've heard of these guys.
D-Generation X and all stuff like that. That it is just so. The reason I enjoy it, and I think I've enjoyed it now, is because with everything going on in the world, it's in a universe, like a Marvel universe or a DC universe. It's in its own universe. So the stuff that happens is only happening in that universe.
I see.
So like, it's nice. It's a bit of escapism.
Yeah, there's like a story.
There's like running stories with different characters and the different shows and then stuff like that. And I enjoy that because I love NBA, as everyone knows. But there's only so many games I can physically watch with the NBA, and it's still being played during like a coronavirus time.
Yeah.
Even there's no fans at the moment in the WWE because of obviously coronavirus. The stories are still concurrent and still running, and like the fans, as much as they make it, they're still keeping the stories going, which is cool. It's just escapism, and I'm just into it. Like I just watch it without caring. And sometimes I think this is batshit crazy.
But it's just entertaining.
But it's entertaining.
Yeah.
And there's some really good characters now, like really good characters.
Yeah.
Like the New Day.
I think I have to admit, I feel like when I first saw and like what I sometimes look at wrestling as, I'm like, I don't see it as very, in complete honest, like very credible. I'm just sort of like, what is it? It seems, do you know what, to be honest, it seems quite trashy. Like that's my initial full reaction to it. But you're not the first person I've heard that have said, there is some like story there, and there's some, instead of just people pretending to fight each other, because that's all I see like YouTube or something, but there's actually like, there's like, is there like relationships between the wrestlers, like, you know, arch enemies and stuff. I'm assuming all this kind of stuff. Like, I guess it all, it's like a film. It's almost like a film, isn't it? Like a play. Like, I don't know, whatever.
The way I describe it is, it's almost like watching an action film every episode, with running storylines that go from like just the episode, and then ones that run like concurrent throughout. Yeah. That's why I'd compare it to a soap opera. Yeah.
And that it is that, and also that it maybe is kind of real. Like it is, and again, that's the difference between it and like an action film, because it's like sort of real, isn't it? Like, you know.
Yeah, well, look, obviously wrestling is I don't know what the word, like I don't know what like the official word is, but it's like
like half acting. It's like half acting.
But when you're getting thrown onto the mat or outside of the ring or like doing these moves, they hurt. Like you can see people get generally hurt. So the way I look at it is, you know, like stunt work, they're not actually getting punched in the face, but when they get hit with like a fake bottle, it still hurts them.
Yeah.
It's I liken it to that. And these professional wrestlers, like when I mean they get hurt, like I'm talking like broken ribs, like torn pectoral muscles.
Well, some have died. I know some wrestlers have died, haven't they?
Yeah, massively. It's not, when they say do not try this at home, they don't say it to be like, ad of air and mystery. They say it because you can fucking kill yourself.
Yeah, for sure. So
I think sorry, let me add one last thing. I think because they're so good at it, they make it look easy, like any sport or anything, because they're so good at it. It looks faker than what it is, if that's most probably the truth. Like when they're doing some of these moves, you're like, oh, it's fake. But then if they was to do it to you, you'd be like, I think I've broke my back.
Yeah. So I think there's a bit more to it than perhaps.
There's loads to it. I think if you can watch it and just enjoy it for what it is, it definitely can be a bit of fun.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Especially like if you like, I know it sounds stupid. Like I sometimes rewatch when there's nothing on, like the old 90s. I'll just put it on while I'm doing something. The old like 90s wrestling when it was like at its hugest, and you're seeing like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin come out, and Stone Cold Steve Austin smashing beers into each other and just like drinking them, and then like
mental
The Rock screaming out if you smell what The Rock is cooking. Like it is like some proper nuts stuff, but that is the shit I love.
Okay. Well, I think we've done a good section there. We had we've talked about cold coffees and then wrestling. I mean, that's
like,
whenever everyone says this is a podcast that we don't cover a wide range of topics. I mean, just listen to this podcast. This is an example. We cover everything.
Everything. We cover so much shit. Honestly, we are like, oh God, we appeal to everyone. Like our demographic. We don't have a demographic. People that are listening, people that are watching, we love you. Keep doing you.
Yeah. Fully that. I'm going to just say one more thing before we finish up. And this is going to be, I'm going to do a bit of a path here because this is completely random, but I'm just going to throw it in just for a bit of conversation. Are you ready?
Oh, great.
So have you ever, I think we have talked about this off pod, and I know we've talked about this particular place quite a bit in recent weeks, so try not to get angry, Wade, but have you been to Dubai ever? No. Just for the listeners, no. So, but in Dubai, obviously, there's the Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world.
Yes.
And I was, because like last night, the night before, I was just, something happened, I saw something, and I sort of just did a bit of, I always like to look at like, it's really weird, I look at like Wikipedia pages and like always read about things, because I'm just interested in just things. And I was reading about the Burj Khalifa and like the story behind it and how it came to be and everyone that was involved in it. And I saw that one of the architects, or it was actually the lead architect on the project, was this guy from Canada. I think first name Adrian, I can't remember his second name, is Adrian something. And he was the lead architect for the Burj Khalifa. He's going to be the lead architect for the next biggest, tallest building in the world, called the Jeddah Tower, which is in Saudi Arabia, which is currently on hold at the minute. But he's going to be, and his background is doing architecture for Donald Trump.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I just wanted to just throw that story in there as an interesting link, how, you know, there really is, I sometimes think that there really is like a high society that just sort of like they work together to do all these pretty amazing stuff like the Burj Khalifa and the Jeddah Tower. But you know, I just thought it's interesting. Oh, and I think just the point that Donald Trump, although he's disappeared from the news, you know, he's not going away. He's still very much involved in really world shaping things for good or for worse, you know. So yeah, I just thought I'd finish with a little just bit of interesting chat there. Just thought I'd throw that out there because something
so pointless.
Just because something I've just been thinking about.
The Burj Khalifa is it's an amazing building. It's a feat of architecture.
Oh, it's crazy.
I like architecture. It's really boring. People listening really couldn't give a shit, but I like architecture.
Yeah, for sure.
Donald Trump, yeah, of course he is. It's Trump. But do I feel slightly better knowing that he's not president? I don't know. Most probably because I've watched a load of documentaries since he's finished his presidency, and you do realise like how close to some really bad situations he most probably was. But at the same time, I'm trying to stay more objective these days.
In what sense?
Try not to judge everything without knowing as much facts as humanly possible.
I agree
because
with that.
there is a lot that comes out in the media, and the media is not always great. and there is a lot that is taken out of context.
Yeah.
Not that I'm defending anything that Trump has done or anything like that. But I'm just trying to like do my own research on stuff now, just because I think you can't take everything at face value at the moment.
No.
I don't think you should have ever really taken anything on face value, but especially now, because I've noticed with like the mainstream media, they like to take clickbaity stuff. They've become very clickbaity, which is a bit odd, I find, like, especially since the mainstream media. So yeah, now I like to sort of read in, not just headlines, sort of do a bit more research into things. But
for sure,
I've been in this lovely bubble of not actually caring at the moment.
Yeah. No, it's the way. Too much news, it's just rots your brain.
Yeah, I've tried taking myself away from it, and it's actually done me a world of good, and I'm pretty happy with it. But good news. Let's get into some good news before we go. Vaccination rollout is going very well. They reckon every adult eligible for a vaccine will be vaccinated by the end of June now, with at least their first dose.
Big.
Mental. I'm booked in to get vaccinated as well.
Jealous.
Which is, yeah. Ask me why I'm meant to be vaccinated. I don't know, but they've called me. So I'm going to answer that call. So if on the podcast next week I have another eye or 2 extra hands or a towel.
We know why.
Was it the vaccine? Most probably not.
No, it wasn't. No, definitely not.
Is drinking too many of them chocomels.
We love a chocomel.
Nah, but all good news. Coronavirus. Look, the roadmap to the end of all this seems to be like happening, which is quite nice. Can you see normality? Because I can. Just a tiny little bit.
It's coming. It's on the horizon. I can see it.
It's on the horizon, I think it's good to end with a little bit of positivity.
For sure.
So, shout out to everyone, no matter what you're doing at the moment. Keep doing you. We love you. And that's it from us really this week. We have not really got much else to say. Anything you want to add before I literally tell everyone where to find us?
I was going to just say at the end, I was going to just say, check out my new single at the very end. So maybe it can be like the play out. They can listen to it as it fades out, as it tails out.
Yeah, so at the end of the podcast, literally after I tell you where you can find everything, you'll hear Chris's track, brand new with Jamie
Duraz, and it's called Over You. Highly suggest you check it out. Support Chris, support Jamie. It is a fantastic track. I'm not just saying that because I'm on the podcast. I generally think it is a really big track, and it should definitely be signed. The Ministry of Sound, Sony, 3B, all of these. You don't listen to us, but if you do, sign that track. Okay, where you can find us, because that's it now, we're done. You can find us on social media, No Drinks in the Booth, on all the big platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and our favourite, TikTok. Because once you TikTok, you don't stop. Yeah.
Pretty true. You can listen to all the tracks we spoke about. In the review section, you can listen to them on Spotify, on our playlist, No Drinks in the Booth. Watch the videos to them on our YouTube playlist, No Drinks in the Booth. And if you are listening on Spotify, shout out you. But you can actually hear all the tracks in real time as we're reviewing them. You can skip into them, skip past them, do all that cool stuff. Carry on listening to the podcast. Really good. And everyone listening, you can obviously find us Spotify, Apple Music and Google. I know I've had some issues with Apple Music and Google. We are sorry. They will be sorted, we promise. And big shout out to our YouTube crew who watch us, see our pretty faces in our Nike tracksuits this week. From just me and Chris this week, peace and have a great week.